Hi, I'm Dave Thompson and this is Hyperbright Studios, and I'm back to talk about this guitar again. This is a Gibson 50s Les Paul Standard in Cherry Sunburst. Now you might be thinking, Dave's done this video before, and to be honest, I have. I've owned this guitar for about 3 years now, and having done that video, I've had some thoughts that have kind of occurred to me later on, some changes in my points of view, and I wanted to just basically go over all of those changes in my points of view and the things that I feel differently about the guitar having owned it for a long period of time. First thing I want to talk about is the tuning stability. This was a really contentious subject on the video that I did about this, and in the video itself the guitar went out of tune on several different occasions, and it was quite amusing seeing me tuning it back in, but it was one of the things that ended up being a hot topic for the video when I did actually talk about other things. Now, one of the things I will say is I'll hold my hands up and say, you know what, I hadn't stretched in the strings before that video, and a lot of the suggestions that people were putting in about changing the tuners, setting it up properly, all of that kind of stuff, kind of wasn't really relevant, because already the main issue was the fact that the strings just weren't stretched in. One of the things that I felt about this guitar was that both of the pickups didn't quite have enough output for me. And as time has gone along, actually my viewpoint has changed on that as well. And one of the things I did was simply just raising the pickup by a fraction of a millimeter made really quite a drastic difference to the tone in a really positive way for me. I know some people prefer to have the pickups further away. Personally, I like to have quite a high output sound, and that works for me. If you are having any problems with the guitar the same as this, I would really recommend trying to play with the pickup height, and if you're getting a little bit too much output, then bringing the pickups a little bit lower will help. And if you're not quite getting enough output for your taste, then you can bring the pickup up just a little bit and that will sort it out. One of the things that I felt about this guitar as well that has changed over time is that the setup of this guitar is absolutely amazing right out of the factory. Gibson do a process called PLEKing of their guitars, and all of their USA guitars now are subject to the PLEKing process. It really does pay dividends in terms of the playability and feel of the guitar. Over time, I've felt that the guitar hasn't really got worse or in any way or form. If anything, it's got better. I love the fact that as the guitar has been played in, the playability has just improved dramatically. There's something about playing a guitar for a long period of time that really makes it stand out. In terms of issues that I've had with the guitar, the very, very minor things, just changing the height of the pickup slightly. The pickup switch got loose at one point, and when I was tightening it up, it's ended up skew-if. Any tips on how to fix that without damaging anything, I would much appreciate in the comments. At one point, the knobs became a little bit loose, and I tightened them up with a hex wrench, and that was absolutely fine. I haven't changed anything on the guitar from stock, and I haven't really felt that I've needed to. The adjustments that I've been able to do have just been literally like little tiny screw tightenings up here and there. As far as truss rod adjustments over time, I've found that when it comes to the changes of the seasons, adjusting the truss rod just a little bit, a quarter turn each way, like when you get to winter, sometimes the temperature of the room changes, and that can mean you have to adjust the setup of the guitar periodically. And I've found that with all of my Gibsons, to be honest. I've got a few other Gibsons that I'm going to talk about in other videos over the next few weeks, and I feel that there's been a similar kind of issue where when it comes to winter or summer or just a general change of the seasons and temperature, I have to do a little quarter turn here and there just to make sure that everything is okay. So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to do a few audio demos, and I'm just going to rip out over a few backing tracks. If you'd like to hear any other demos of this guitar being used, there's quite a lot of my YouTube videos where I actually use this as a main guitar. There's one with Led Zeppelin Heartbreaker, that's quite a good one. There's also quite a few others on my channel that are worth having a look through. So that's it. I'm Dave Thompson. This has been Hyperbright Studios, and I look forward to seeing all of the comments saying how I'm wrong about everything. And I'll have a few more reviews like this because I have a total of 4 Gibson guitars that I own that I haven't done long-term reviews on, and one that I haven't done a review on at all. So there will be more videos like this to come. Right, cheers, bye bye.